I remembered when I was a little girl. I had big dreams, big plans, big vision. I was going places. I remembered my father working overseas. My mother also worked very hard and took care of my brother. She took very good care of me. I was a promising baby. I grew up in the church. Who am I? I'm Hope Wade. Thanks for tuning in. Hi everyone, I'm Hope Wade. I'm from Jamaica and everyone has a story. It may be pleasant, it may be no pleasurable or whatever, but we all have a story. I remembered when I was a little girl, my mom always hoped for a girl. She wanted to name me Gloria, her sister named Gloria, the one that she followed. But when she remembered that she hoped for a girl, she named me Hope. And my middle name is Patricia from the other sister that followed her. They are same fathers. And my father name is Wait. Yes, Mr. George Percival Teddy Wait. Yes, so I remember, I wanted to be a registered nurse and I want to get married. I want to have my kids in marriage because that was my foundation. My mother, she tried it. She struggled and she tried and she still instill good qualities in me. She loved me dearly. But sometimes wow, darkness step in. And so as time go by, I still go to church, go in school, graduate from school, and she did what she could have done. You understand me? I remember when I was 19 years old and I met this wonderful young man. He was also going places. He was focused. You understand me? He liked dark skinned girls. He liked them thick. Well, back then I wasn't this thick. And so, we we grew close and close and close. I remember that even when I met him, he was playing football with other young men and he said hi. He said hi, dark skinned girl. And I stopped and we exchanged thoughts and stuff like that. So it happened that he had to come into my community to stay with his young cousin. The mother was going overseas to work and intimacy, yeah. In, mhm, it got very intimate. And I knew nothing much about myself really as as I was battling with identity crisis because my dad wasn't around, rejection and he too was going through inner battles. So, I like this guy and I remember he invited me over for a date night and he knew that I was a virgin. He knew that I was a church girl and he knew that I wanted to be a registered nurse. However, I studied to be a certified practical nurse because that's what my mother could afford. So, as we were there, he trained me in that era. But I tell him to ease up because I had other things on my mind because the foundation was to get married. He said that's okay, he understand and he was gentle and stuff like that. So I remember and we go places to eat and stuff like that. He will call me, would check in on me, and I will call him. And he invited me over another time, and my innocence, I gave up my innocence. So, I was still going through stuff, and he came to church, he got prayer, and he wanted to be with me, but I just did couldn't um couldn't I don't know what the word to say. You understand me? It had nothing to do with him. I just wanted to know my biological father. That I think that was the problem. So we were on and off, in and out, and you understand, he's always nice. And the little thing I asked him for, he would give it to me. He would show that he is still care and stuff like that. Um, our first kids are not for each other, but the second one, Gabriel, is for us. And you know, I remember, going in and out of committed relationships, still going through identity crisis, and still wanted to know my dad. Yes, I always wanted to know that man. And I tell you, I didn't get the chance to really meet him. Understand me? When I finally get to know what is what, he passed in 2015. Well, life still goes on. And as a church girl that went bad, I still had a chance to bounce back and to enjoy life and to love myself and to love my two daughters. Yes, and that's my story. I was just going to church and, you know, trying to see what I can make of myself. However, the best version of me came out when I met my mentor. He was a, he is, sorry, a, he is a black man. Yes, wonderful husband to his wife and children, and that's when I met the real Hope Wait, Hope Patricia Wait. So I try to correct my behavior, and I try to keep my two daughters in one home, although they are different fathers. One passed, and as I already heard, and things is just lightening up. It's never too late for blessings. And even if your story is not like my story, as in, things do happen to people, it's always good to share it. The more you share it, you are healed. Healing take place. You understand me? So, church girl gone bad. I remember before going to church, I would in the bed of fornication. After church, bed of fornication. Before church, the bed of fornication. Yes, I remember those days. And my first proposal was this young man that I invited to church. He turned around and wanted to get married, but it just didn't work out because he too was battling something. You understand me? And you know, I get several proposals after that, but I'm still healing. Yes. Church girl when bad is just dawn on me. We have to go down memory lane. You understand me? Put away the guilt, the shame, and everything. So I have more to share. How I met his mom, the guy that I met when I was 19. How I met his mom and stuff like that. So I'll get back to you, and thanks for sharing, viewing. Thanks for everything. Thanks for allowing me in your space. You're the reason why I am here. And how did I make it here? I was mentored. The best version of me was pulled out. So one day you'll even get the chance to meet my mentor and his wife. Okay, so special shout out to, you understand me, my best and favorite friend LB. Yes, and blessing to my two children, my mother, my brother, and to my brothers and sisters by my father's side. We don't get a chance to meet it. May dad's soul rest in peace, and one day we'll meet. Okay, so church girl went bad. Stay tuned.